Hi, Tracy Radley, Holistic Healer, Life Mentor, and welcome to Transmission Tuesday, Light Language Healing Activation for December 19th, 2017. And this year's almost over, and 2018 is going to be such a ride, but in a more of a positive way if you're doing your inner work. So I'm actually personally really looking forward to these new energies that are going to come through and help us elevate to the next level. I'd like to thank those that have subscribed to the channel here, and if you haven't already and you're aligned with the light language and my energy and what I do, subscribe now so you make sure that you get these transmissions every week. And as you know, or for those that don't know, you can actually watch them over and over because each time they'll affect you on a new level and help with clearings. So you know, they're tools you can access at any time. Just go with whichever one you're aligned to. So yeah, they're there. They're not going anywhere, so you can draw on them as you need. Just to follow up from last week's pretty intense video transmission, thank you to all those that have actually left feedback, whether it's been below or contacted me direct. It's impacted quite a few people. So thank you for sharing the experiences with me. It's really nice to hear how people are tuned to this and what they're able to experience and release on their different levels. And it's really a heartfelt honor for me to be part of your process. So if you're watching this, I certainly thank you, because I feel like I'm doing my job and I'm being myself by being here for you. And if you're the one watching it, you know, there's no point me doing this if you're not actually there to receive it on the other end. So I'm really grateful that you've tuned in. And for those that are new to light language, it's a conversation with heart and soul. So before I do the transmission, just a quick reminder that your ears won't understand it, your mind and logic won't understand it, but your heart and soul will. So do your best to let go of any thoughts that come through to try and analyze what it is and what it's saying and what it's doing. Just allow yourself to surrender and let your heart listen to it, because that's where the messages are going to go. That's where the clearing is going to take place from. So in saying that, I'm going to start to get into the transmission. So if you want to close your eyes, open your heart, and if you want to set an intention, just let it be. Whatever needs to go, whatever I'm ready to release, that's what it is. And that's the end of it. Don't put anything more to it, because what needs to go will go, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. So just whatever it needs to be, see you later. You've done your purpose. So we'll get into it now. If you close your eyes. Shanchalaka Sensalaka Sansalaka Shanti Telemaka Sansalaka Shanta Tatakarasa Sala. shanti tataka kalamasya sansalakasya nakarasya. Silakan sansalakasya sanshantata kurusa samashilakasa salamasan silakasan salashinta tanmakasa lashintu kurusa samba silakan salakashintayasa sulakasan salashinta dakarasa silaka masalakashinta dakarasa lakasan salasha shalamakasan salakarasa silaka shalankarasa samakashanta talamakasan silakashanta tulamakasan sa Sansalakasansa Silakashanta Tanakarasa Salamasa Silakashanta Tunakurususa Sansalakashanta Dakarisilaka Masalase Silakashanta Sansalakarasis Silakasha Shalaka Tanakarasa Silaka Sansa Sansilakashan Shanamakasa Sulamakashanta Tadakurusasama Ulamakashanta Dakarasan Sambaka Ulamakasan Salakashantake Malase Silakasan Salakadishinti Turunukuru Turukuru Susuma Shenaka, Kalamasa Sasamake Elukursu Shamakenasa, Salamasa Senakarasa Sanamakeshinta, Shalamaka Senakanakara Senaka. Okay. There's a transmission for this week, clearing and releasing. And also activating some of your dormant DNA, helping with the restructuring process and the upgrading of your entire system. So be gentle on yourself. If you feel you need to, you can listen to this, over and over as you're guided to. It will help move on different layers at different points in time. So feel free to click and watch again. Messages. Okay, so I know there's a lot of people that are really struggling out there with this whole ascension process, feeling alone, feeling isolated, nobody understands, when so many things in your life feel like they're crashing down around you, when you're maybe caught between two worlds, you're in your 3D, trying to go the way that you used to, but there's another part of you that's trying to bring you up higher, and then there's this constant inner battle, and then your mind takes over, your emotions take over, and nothing makes sense, and sometimes you literally struggle to function. I know because I've been there for myself for quite a few years, but I'm at the better end of it now, obviously. So if you're needing help and support, you can reach out to me, and you'll get honest and authentic answers and guidance. So I was guided last week, and now saying again this week, is that I'll be restructuring my services to you come 2018. So if you're interested in some of the personally tailored mentoring and light language healing packages, please get in contact to make sure you get this year's prices, and if you need, we can actually start them in January, but to secure this price as they currently are for 2017, make sure you get in contact with me. So if you've felt an alignment for some time, or you're feeling one now, make sure that you reach out, and we can see if there's something there with you and I to work together. So my goal is to see you rise and shine, and to help you have the tools to do it yourself. Like I said, it's really hard when you feel like you're doing it on your own and nobody understands, and you're worried that people will judge you and those type of things. And you just need a rock. You just need somebody there by your side to tell you it's going to be okay, and give you some guidance to change this perspectives that you had, help you see your blocks and your limitations, like on the conscious level, in what you're doing. So basically, I do one-on-one discussions via Skype, unless we're in the same town and the same country. Then obviously we can do them in person, which is great. But either way, they're great. So during those, we can have tailored programs that are structured for you to help with your development and knowledge of the higher aspects of life. Some people are at the stage they just want somebody that's going to be there when they can't shift things themselves, and they just want a go-to person. It's like, I'm so stuck right now, I don't know how to move past this. And that's when people will reach out to me as well. So they're not scheduled weekly sessions or anything, it's as they need. obviously within a time frame being a package, but you know, it's there. And it's a go with the flow. It's like whatever that you need at that time. So there's a mix of cognitive, you know, mind shifts, mindsets that we can go through to help you move through the obstacles that are consciously sitting there that you can see, or if you can't see them, I'll help you have that realization. Can't do it for you, but I can help guide you to that. And when we're also needing it, I can do this light language specific for you and where you're at. So helping you get more clarity, helping you to move to that next level yourself, helping to pull out, you know, the things that are in the way that you're ready to let go of on the energetic level that you're not consciously there, you know, aware of. So it's a combination of things, and we go with the flow and we work it out specifically for you. I only keep my intention, especially the first 3 months of next year, because I'll be moving again, is to only have quality. Like, I'm a quality over quantity person, and I'm not interested in having people in and out, in and out, in and out. I want to work with people that, you know, that really want to make the shifts, that really want to grow and transform their lives and live, you know, more conscious, more aware, more empowered to get through the waves. So when you're dropping and, you know, when you're peaking, and how to get yourself into that middle state, and how to cope when, you know, things go up and down. That's what I want you to do. That's how you rise and shine. That's self-mastery. So that's what I'm here to support you in learning, and we'll find the tools that work for you. A lot in my tool bag, because I've done a lot of work over many years, many countries. You know, for those that don't know and haven't seen, like, don't know me personally and haven't seen like some of my other videos, you know, I left my home and my job and my house, and went to another country, and then guided to another country. Lots of volunteer work, lots of the isolation, loneliness. I have no friggin' idea what I'm doing. I have debts, you know, in Australia, where I'm originally from, you know, things like this. So, you know, it brings up a lot of triggers. You know, having a partner and then not having the partner, and stability, then no stability, income and then no income, and then I thought my life was going this way, and then suddenly I have no idea, and all I'm getting shown is what one step in front of me. That might just be to get me through the day. So, you know, I've gone from that crying mess, overwhelmed, anger, frustration, confusion state to a more of a state of calm and clarity. Now, I'm not like this 100% of the time, but when I'm not, I understand what's going on, and I know how to accept it and move through it without being angry at myself or blaming anybody else, taking responsibility for where I'm at and understanding it's just part of my process. You know, obviously if I'm not in that balanced state, something's triggered me, and if it's triggered me, it means it's something there to shift. So to be able to, you know, move through to get that mindset is a really wonderful tool to have. It's taken a while for it to sink into my system, but, you know, once it did, it kind of like, oh yeah, that makes so much sense, and my life is so much easier and so much more peaceful. There's very few stresses that I actually have. I don't worry about much at all, to be honest, because I know everything will happen in its own time. And, you know, it's just a matter of, you know, patience and practice and learning. It's ongoing learning. And if you're ready to step up to the plate, if you're ready to take control of your life without actually being in control, sounds a bit odd, but that's actually what it is. And just allowing life to come to you, allowing things to flow to you naturally. So I can teach you how to get out of your own way. And that when you can get out of your own way, the universe provides. Everything you need, the universe provides. We just put our own roadblocks there. So that's what we move through. So a lot of self-awareness. And I am talking about this a lot, but obviously it's because I've seen on Facebook, I've seen on YouTube and different places, so many people are just like in that awakening process, and just so many questions, and they don't know where to go. They don't know what support systems are actually there, and there's so much information out there, and then it can be brain overload, and suddenly you're even more confused than when you started. So if you'd like to be with somebody that's actually going to talk you through and be there to keep you consistent, so you've got, you know, a go-to person, and I'm not saying like I'm the one and only, because there's plenty of people out there, but if you are aligned with me, then obviously we're going to get a lot out of working together. So please reach out if you need to, drop me a message, we can arrange a chat, and there's no obligation after that. We just If it feels right, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's all good. No expectation on my end. I know who I'm aligned with and who I'm not, and hopefully, you know, that's a lesson that you're going to get from it as well. You know, trusting your intuition and trusting, you know, yes, this actually does feel right. This is what I need. Other than feeling like you're pressured and pushed into it. So, you know, if that's the feeling that you have, then that's not a space that I'll work with. It's a heart and soul connection that we're going to have. To walk hand in hand until you're ready to fly on your own. And then lastly, if you've got any feedback, comments, any questions, pop them down here. I'm happy to answer them, and I love hearing from you because, you know, you also help me to move along my progress when you leave comments. It gives me a chance to reflect and see how I'm doing myself, how I can improve, if there's things you want me to, you know, adjust, so it's better service for you in this free stuff. Like, just let me know. That would be great. And to say farewell, and I'll see you next week, which will be after Christmas. Wow. So if I haven't spoken to you and you do celebrate Christmas, which not everybody does, but if you do, have a wonderful and safe Christmas, and please make sure to take some time for reflection to whether you follow Christmas or not, take some time over the holiday period to actually go in and reflect and be grateful for like all the great masters that have come from, you know, all the different ages, because they've been here to lead the way. So it's a nice time to go, well, what have I learned from them? All of them, any of them, no matter what faith you follow, if you follow one. Just take a few moments for that recognition, going, they came here, they showed a way for us. They're the teachers that have helped us along to progress. And then see, you know, if you can see the teachings that they've given you, or something that personally you've got from, you know, the teachers of Jesus or Buddha or whoever it is that, you know, you're aligned with, and say, well, am I implementing these? How am I implementing these? Like, so Christmas is a wonderful time of the year for many, you know, to celebrate, be with family and all those type of things. It's a struggling time for others, so, you know, just consider that as well. But do your inner work on that time as well. Like, just take some time, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and just reflect and go, am I actually, you know, following the teachings, like the pure heart teaching, not the religious base, but, you know, am I being compassionate? Am I looking for the temple within myself? You know, am I trusting that all will be provided for? Just reflect on some of this stuff over this holiday period, because it's a really good opportunity. And any time like this, or, you know, when they celebrate any milestone in any religion, check in with all the masters, say thank you, and acknowledge, you know, they've left an imprint for us to help us make this path easier for ourselves. You know, sometimes it gets distorted how it's put out there, but if you can get past, you know, some of the controlling issues with that, you'll see the depth and purity is there, and it's all about heart, it's all about alignment, it's all about trusting, knowing you're abundant, everything's wonderful, everything's unconditional love, and we're all connected. And if you don't get that message, if you're stuck and you don't know where that one came from, because, you know, maybe that's not the understanding you've got, but you'd like to understand it more, also reach out, because I can help people that way as well. Like, starting at the very beginning, like, who are you? Why are you here? Like, getting that foundation straight into you, and then everything in your life, everything that's happened in the past, everything that's happening now, everything that is to come, takes on a whole new perspective, and it comes from a higher level of who you are. So, you know, I really love starting at that point with people too. So if you want a brand new foundation, really challenge the beliefs that you know are not right, or the questions that don't quite get answered right and don't make sense to you, it means they're not aligned with you. So if you want to, you know, get a really strong foundation of who in essence you are, from the purity of the love of the light, then reach out to me, because that's something I also do with the sessions, the private sessions, is move you through that process so you get that whole new perspective of like, holy crap, I'm so much more than what I ever thought I was, or what people thought I was, or what I was told to be, or what I feel like I have to be to fit in. Like, there's this whole other world there, in reality there, waiting for you to open up to. So as you can tell, I get quite excited about, you know, working through that with people, because it's quite mind-blowing, and you just see the transformation so fast of going, oh shit, there is more to me than what I thought. I always knew there was something there, but I just couldn't work out what it was. So yeah, that's a really awesome pathway I like to go through with people. And again, it's uniquely tailored to exactly where you're at. So yeah, reach out. If you don't reach out, no problem. I hope you get a lot from this video, and yeah, I'm actually talking a lot, so apologies, but I do hope you made it to the end. If you're celebrating these holidays, have a happy and safe one. Do some inner reflection work, and stay tuned till next week. So sending you lots of love, lots of light, and we'll talk to you next Tuesday.